So look here, I'm gonna walk you all through from the story I was just telling you all earlier. So I'm 12 years old, 12, 13 years old, and this is the old gym from Decatur. Now it's part of East Central Community College now. This is the girls' dorm. I don't know that one back there, but when I was in college, that one was here. I know it. But anyway, behind that, the dorm facing me back there is IGA and an old field. Well, this all used to be clear. These buildings were not there back when Decatur was the high school. Our parents had told us not to go out. But what do we do as, hard-headed, soon-to-be teenagers or adolescents? We go out. So we walk from the squirrel path all the way through here. And as we're going up to IGA, we go up there to buy a drink and some snacks and stuff. It's about 9:30 at night, and about to close. The store's about to close. As we're coming back, well, some of the clan is riding around in a pickup truck, walking across the field, and they start screaming some, derogatory language, as you can imagine. Well, imagine my cousin and I, 12, 13 years old, literally fearful, not dropping our sodas or our snacks, mind you. But we are running for our lives, and we run across the football field, across the parking lot, and they can't drive across the football field or parking lot. They have to go around onto the road because of the ditches that separate the fields from the road. As they're coming around, they have to come over here by this stop sign and get back to us. However, the only thing that saves us, something that separates the black neighborhood from the white neighborhood. And we used to call it the squirrel path. And if you can see right behind me, behind that now dumpster bin, there's a line of trees there. Whole line of trees behind that house. As we run through there, you can see the truck pull up here where this dumpster and grass stuff used to be, and they're screaming. All we hear are screams. But it was a nice lit night, but we know this area so well we could run it at night with our eyes closed. And we run off in there as 12 and 13-year-olds. As you saw on the film, where the neighborhood starts, that's where we came out at. So and running through the squirrel path, there are about 3 barbed wire fences you have to jump or go through. So we knew how to get through those, but we came into our neighborhood, and luckily for Rudy, his house and where he dwelled was right there, what we call around the block. He was right there on the block, but I had to run on into the quarters to my house. Well, shouldn't go without being saying that when my father found out, he was not too happy to hear about what had happened. He was grateful that, it did go the way it did, and it could have went a whole nother way. Why am I saying this? Why am I telling this story? Someone, like I said earlier, someone asked the story is, when have I ever experienced, real racism? I don't know what real racism is other than racism. But as a 12-year-old, having that experience, shaped my preparation for life in such a way. But yeah, that really happened. And I didn't talk about it for a long time because my father especially told me, hey, don't be talking about it. It happened, let him deal with it. Whatever he did with his family and friends. But yeah, that happened. Yeah, Joaquin Loper, AKA, everybody knew me in Decatur as Jock. But literally, that was, now looking back, probably one of the scariest moments of my life, and not knowing what kind of fear we were really in. You see things on television, you see things on movies, but to experience it in real life, and knowing that, if it were not for the squirrel path or knowing our way around, or a different scenario, what would have happened if we would have been caught by a bunch of hooded individuals? Guess we never know. Guess we never know. But yeah, that's one of my stories I'm sharing. Thank y'all for listening.
You wanna free us, pay them teachers like they senators. I pray my brother see the king in his people. My sister see the queen in her people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I still pay my taxes, yet they pay us minimum wage. Buddha with that yah, Buddha shot that ain't else. My daddy on the field. I bet I'm gonna own it.
Show out for my people, I stand taller than steeples. Afro thick like sheep wool out the people. Try to creep up, we don't play no games with no races or no lame. This ain't chess or checker, check your chest up, you won't be the same. Country folk intelligent like by far. Ebonics with the start of it all. Had our own language despite they complaining. We built and sustained it, she couldn't understand it. I ain't got time for the haters and the better talking down on the side.
Ooh, he was a bad mother.